So for question 3F, it says calculate the number of terms in each of these. So I've highlighted that 3F for each of the following sequence. So looking at that, we know the first term is A. So this A is the first. So we can say first term is A. And then this one is the last. And what is the difference? When you go from one to the next, when you leave the first one to get to the next one, what you do, you add D. To go to the next one, you add D, you add the difference. So you're adding each time. And what you want to do is you want to work out using that n-term formula. Un is equals to A plus n minus 1 D. So we can look at the first term, the last term minus the first term, divided by the difference. That will give you the number of terms. Does that make sense? Another way to think of it, you can say the last term minus the first one. So the last number minus the first number. So this n plus 1, think of it like the last number. Although we'll call it a term because it's a form. And then this one is like the first number. So the last number minus the first number, it tells you the size of the thing. And then if you divide it by the difference, it will tell you it will give you the number of terms. Divided by D will give you the number of terms. Or you substitute it in this formula and simplify. So we'll substitute the n term. I'll use this blue. This n term will come here because that's the formula for n term. And the first one, A is the same, D is the same. So we will write A, last term is A plus n minus 1D. A plus n minus 1D minus the first term. So that's the last term. Minus the first term, which is A. And then if we divide that by D now, will give us the number of terms. So the last term, A plus n minus 1D, let's put this, let's not forget this D out. N minus 1D. So if we start to simplify this, A minus A will disappear. So we're left with n minus 1 D over D. And then when you simplify again, this D and D will cancel. You end with n minus 1. So that gives us the number of terms. There are n terms. Does that make sense?
Yeah.